Hi Cancer, and welcome to your September love message. I'm Victoria with the Lion Soul Tarot. Whenever you find this reading, just know it's meant to find you, okay? Cross watchers, you're welcome here. Take a look at all the links below. I have 10% off this month. It's an eclipse special. We have a partial lunar eclipse on the 17th, and I'm going to be doing a lot of extra support on Patreon, including all the love extended readings. So if this reading resonates, follow me there. I have a pickle pile reading that I'm going to be doing this week for the upcoming eclipse, and then also October's eclipse and post-eclipse support on Patreon and also here on YouTube. So make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you know when I post, and watch your other placements, right? Take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? The general reading for September, I highly encourage everyone to watch both for their signs because there's always a lot of extra supportive content, astrological content, okay? And it kind of pieces the puzzle together. So these could be some signs that we pulled from that reading that you could be dealing with. Again, these could be placements or just transits as well that are influencing you in your love life. The Pluto in Capricorn was the strongest because again, Capricorn is your opposite. And I have a North and South Node series. You can find that playlist below. I'm working through it. I've done Aries North Node through Libra North Node. So if any of those in between are in your natal chart, check out that playlist below. I'm going to work through the rest in this upcoming week. So stay tuned. But Pluto in Capricorn, it danced back, right? Pluto in Aquarius is going to be there for a while, and it has been over the last year. But we're having this revision. We're revisiting it, and for you it's in your 7th house again. So this is all about love, our values, right? Our love language, our attachment styles, beauty, aesthetics. So there is this strong influence of Capricorn here, and I think that's what it is. Or again, you could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. With Venus and Pisces, they could have a Venus Pisces placement, or again, Venus in Capricorn, okay? So don't take that as too fixated. Oh, that doesn't resonate because they don't have those placements. No, this is energy as well. Like I'm saying, these could be transits that are influencing your love life. So we're going to do a you versus them reading, okay? We're going to start with their energies first to see how they're feeling about you. And again, roles could be reversed. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? Actually, I want to pull from this deck first. Cancer. Cancer. Yeah, I keep seeing that because Venus also talks about the 7th house because Libra rules and governs the 7th house. Let's see here. It'd be really important for you to look into your natal relationship with Pluto. Again, I do a 6-month transit reading as well where we look into the transits that you're needing to focus on for the next 6 months. So if you want to get that reading, you can find it on my website and just email me if you have any questions, okay? And with each of those readings, you get a full tarot spread as well. All right, Cancer's love interest. How are they feeling about you? What would they like to say to Cancer? This is for Cancer. What would they like to say if they could say anything to my dear Cancer viewers? This is Cancer's love interest. Whoa, it's like the whole deck. I'm gonna take that one. Vortex of creativity. Creative juices are flowing. Creative ideas of balance. Fresh ideas. Ooh, I like this. Eclipse. Ooh, Eclipse is going to be very potent. And again, we did see that Pisces card. So if they don't have Pisces in their chart, it could just be talking about this partial lunar eclipse that's coming up in Pisces. But also, even more strongly, if you or they have Pisces in their chart, this is going to be even more impactful, right? That's the beauty of the birth chart. Eclipse of concealment. So this person, there could be something coming up around this eclipse. And again, before and after these eclipses, we already start to feel the momentum of the shifts, okay? So it says, navigate through the eclipse of concealment, understanding the cyclical nature of hidden phases and awaiting revelations. We did talk about, again, for you, Cancer, this Pisces influence is in your 8th house, which is all about what's hidden. This is the house of crisis, inheritance. This can talk about what's hidden, repressed, or taboos, or kinks, or quirks. It's Scorpio energy. It's it rules and governs the reproductive system. So this can talk about what's taboo, occult knowledge. It's very mystical, right? There's a lot around like the human psyche. So what's hidden within the realms of the mind. And there are some fresh ideas around this, like creative, positive. I see this as what's been hidden or repressed is actually coming up with this person. And then they feel a level of like creativity around you. Like they feel like you bring out this creative side, fresh ideas, balance here, scales of balance, like you balance them out. You guys could be very creative together, art, music, dance, poetry, you name it. You get the creative juices flowing, Cancer. It says equilibrium in love and career. And I did get that message in your general, you know, again, the general readings are more self-focused, but I did see that you could be assisting someone else in getting out of their own way, right? Especially if Aquarius is showing up, because we did have the Six of Swords and the Seven of Swords with the star, so strong Aquarius influence. And also this could just be talking about Pluto going back into Aquarius, okay? So this person is reaching some level of mastery. Right? They're trying to, at least. They're trying to celebrate the achievements, much like you were in your general reading too, of like, you know, the self-doubt that creeps in on where you've been in this relationship or just in life. And like, just trying to give yourself a pat on the back, you know, and like this person as well is trying to really just enjoy whatever it is that they are getting from this at this time. It seems to be a lot of open new ideas. You spark a level of creativity within them. And allows them to kind of take what's hidden, these revelations, and maybe start to actually put them into balance. Things that might have been out of balance in this dynamic. This eclipse could be asking them to come up, right? To be revealed. So expect something around this eclipse with this person in general, if this is resonating. All right, how are they feeling? Chemistry? Ooh, depth, yeah. There's a depth, there's a mystery. Maybe you kind of pull out this side of them that they're not used to, and that can be scary sometimes, is what I'm hearing. You know, intimacy, into me you see. Tugging at their heartstrings, Cancer. Cancer, how are they feeling about you, Cancer? Past life, confessions, ooh. This person has some blocked emotions. Yeah, that's that eclipse energy that's kind of asking them to purge. And again, Virgo season is all about detoxification, it's purification, it's paying attention to the subtle cues. And that was the message as well in your general reading about subtle energies, subtle things that come up, whether they're internally or externally, that creates self-doubt. There's healing, past life. Maybe this is something that they feel like there's just a strong connection here. Past life could be someone, again, that you know just from the past, or again, if you believe in past lives, you know, when you meet someone and you do share a past life with them, it's like this instant magnetism. And there's a level of karma there, just like all relationships have. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, it's karmic relationship. It's like, no, every relationship has karma. It's just a different set of circumstances and maybe intensity to it, right? And this is where it's important to look into your north and south node, because our south node in our natal chart, and also maybe within theirs, talks a lot about past karma, what's comfortable, but it's not necessarily good for our growth. So check out the north and south node playlist below. I'm working through it. And if you have any questions or you want to go deeper, you can get a birth chart reading, right? I have 10% off this month. So there's a lot around karma, past life, south node influence here for them. Breaking out of their comfort zone, allowing fresh ideas to come in. Maybe that always hasn't been so easy for them to balance that out, but they're trying to celebrate their achievements, getting out of some blocked emotions and trying to come clean about it. Confessing some things too, that maybe they felt that they just, maybe in a past life, a past self, a past version of them, that they felt some guilt or remorse around, right? And so that can take time. Everyone's at their own pace, especially if you are dealing with an Aquarius, you know, also Capricorn or Pisces showing up here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you know, those signs, though they don't generally always open up as emotionally, not saying they don't have emotions, but, you know, it can be harder and more complex, especially Capricorn. Capricorn, Aquarius. They're both actually ruled by Saturn, and not many people know that Aquarius can be perceived as Saturn as well. So something about Saturn placements here. Again, Saturn is retrograde, and I do have a reading on Saturn retrograde and Jupiter and Gemini on my Patreon. How are you feeling about your love interest, Cancer? How are you feeling? Behind the veil. Ooh, a lot of mystery. It's all a mystery in my head. Ooh, I'm going to link that song for you. Fanagram, I love them to death. I don't know if you've heard of Fanagram. They have a new song, and I love it. I love all their music, but I'm going to link it below because that's coming up for me. You might want to listen to the power of the lyrics. If you don't like the song, it's mainly in the lyrics when these songs come up. Oh, I love that song, though. I'm like hearing it in my head. Breakthrough. So, yeah. There's a subtlety to your energy, and there's something behind the veil. You're reading the subtle cues. You're being very cautious, aware of this person. You know, you're trying to understand. Maybe there is something that they need to tell me. Maybe you feel and sense that. If you're not in communication with them, it's almost like you could be getting like intuitive downloads or nudges that this person wants to tell you something. Okay? And we did see eclipse in their energy, so it could be happening right around the eclipse. Behind the veil for you. You're peeking through the veil. You're breaking through that veil. Again, you have a lot of this 8th house. Again, this lunar eclipse in Pisces is in your 8th house. So all that's been hidden, all that's been behind the surface, behind the veil, you're slowly climbing out of that. You're releasing some of that self-doubt, worry. New worlds are here. Ooh, new worlds, Cancer. A slow climb to a new world. Yeah. Enjoy the moments. Enjoy the simplicity. Enjoy the reflection of where you come and where you're going. You're right on track here. So if you felt like you weren't, you are creating a path, and you are right on that path. You see how these are like reflecting each other? It's almost like Stranger Things, like the upside down world. And that's kind of what's happening here with this High Priestess vibe. So as above, so below, like your dreams. You'd be having a lot of prophetic dreams and visions too. Oh, Mars is in your sign as well. So this could be giving you a little extra oomph to climb up this mountain here. Break through. Maybe that's what it is for you. Mars in Cancer. Yes, I kind of forgot about that. These are important parts. It's allowing you, the Mars in Cancer influence, the one thing with it, when Mars goes into your sign, I actually have my natal placement in Mars in Cancer. And what this is about is, it's the warrior, because Mars is Aries, Scorpio. It's the warrior laying down their sword. Much like Cancer, that exterior, the hard shell. You know, what's been hidden is breaking through. What's been behind the veil in this love dynamic is breaking through. You're being urged to open up to new worlds, new perspectives, with grace. Mars in Cancer, it can be a very volatile place, very protective, you know? When I've read about it for my own natal, it's like they're very protective. Like what's theirs is they're like mama bear, papa bear, like back the F up, you know, like it has that kind of very protective energy with Mars in Aquarius. But Mars in your sign is going to give you that oomph to climb to this new world. So that's kind of beautiful for you, that you could be feeling this kind of sense of vitality again, or maybe you're being asked to, but not to like bulldoze through much, because this is a very, High Priestess is also very like flowy. It's very receptive, it's feminine, it's allowing things to come to you without having to overly exert yourself. That can be something that can happen when Mars goes into our sign, is we can have this like boost of energy, but it can almost create aggression or anger. And I did get in your general message of screaming. Like maybe there's been moments when you're just like in your car or in your room alone and you just want to freaking scream, or you are screaming into a pillow. It's okay. Do it. Mars in Cancer, do it. That will help you not like gaslight other people, you know, or deflect too much. Clinging, oh, loyalty. You're loyal to this. Cancer, how are you feeling about this person? How are you feeling? You're clinging to it. Oh, apology. Twin flame, yeah. Lust, okay. This could be a bit shocking to you, like all these feelings that are brewing up behind the veil. And there's a breakthrough, like if the floodgates are open. Also, Mars represents sexuality. So it could feel like you're having this burst of sexual kind of primal, sacral energy that's kind of coming up with this. It's a slow climb, it's a slow burn. Maybe it didn't always feel like this. And finally, you're starting to like really start to feel like this could be someone that you could be loyal to, clinging to the idea that maybe we could be in a very loyal, committed relationship, right? If you aren't already. Twin flames is here. Again, they had past lives. So there is something about this dynamic that's very sacred, very spiritual. You guys could be building something together in a new world. That's going to take time, but there is this massive flood of like, whew, like this is a very deep, profound relationship. Forgiveness. Apology can literally be that you want an apology or you want to give an apology to this person. But in this frame of context and from the messages that I've gathered so far for you, I think that this is mainly about forgiveness of who you've been, where you've been, where this person has been. There's a lot of healing. There's a lot of acceptance in your reading this month, especially in both general and love with the star. You know, it's a choice to transition into this peaceful place, especially if we're so used to trauma, we're so used to toxic relationships, and maybe this person is as well. It could be both of you or either or, right? This is a general reading. But there is this trust in believing and knowing when to say sorry, right? Knowing when to be accountable here too in this dynamic of being like, you know what? I could have done that a better way. I don't have to cling on to old ways of doing things. Or you could be saying this to him, like, or her. I don't have to cling to one way of thinking or being. Like, I can be open to your perspective, or they can be open to my perspective. And hopefully that's the case for you. Because I do see, again, a slow climb to something that's really beautiful here. This card's really standing out to me. In the extended, we're going to actually talk about this new world. We're going to also look into this twin flame dynamic a bit deeper and see about some past life energies, maybe some lessons that you're needing to know about this past kind of spiritual connection that's showing up here. And also the apology, I'm going to dive more deeply into that. So if you join me on Patreon, just know you get 20% off all my services and you get all that extra eclipse support for the next coming months. I hope to find you over there. But if this is where we part, bye for now, Cancer.